right, I'm putting my seatbelt on. Jesus. I understand I'm about to die. I can't find the windows. Oh, they're right here. And it's so loud. All right, so I love straight pipe cars, but this is a different animal straight pipe right here. Oh my God. I feel really bad for his neighbors. Put these up for a minute. Cars to warm up anyways, but I'm definitely gonna let you hear that thing. Jeez, that thing still echoes in here. Okay, well, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Gimme Them Keys. Today, we're in something more than you can afford, pal. A Ferrari F12. A little backstory. It's a V12, 6.3 liter engine, and instead of the usual exotic, where the engine's in the back, the engine's actually in the front, but it's still a mid-engine because the engine is technically right behind the front axles, which makes it a mid-engine car. So it's still, you know, it still has the exotic roots, and I think this is actually the first time I drove an actual exotic for the channel. Now, I've driven GT3s, GT3 RSs. To me, I consider those exotics because they're amazing cars. If you've ever driven one, they sound amazing, they handle amazing. But technically, it's not an exotic car. So this is my first time driving an exotic car. I'm excited, and already I'm getting a whole bunch of looks, and this is insane. So this thing, first of all, this thing is beautiful. It's actually silver under here. It's actually wrapped. It's wrapped by Top Car Wraps, a great rapper. He's probably, I mean, he's definitely Lil Wayne because he's the greatest rapper alive. And he actually wrapped the whole thing, added all the little yellow accents, and it's got like $15,000 worth of carbon fiber on it, and he did yellow accents on that, and he even wrapped the door jambs, and you can't even tell this thing is wrapped. Like, unless you know this thing is wrapped, or you just know how wraps look, you wouldn't be able to tell. You open the door, and I mean, this thing is wrapped everywhere. This thing is spec'd to, I think, $370,000, I think he said. This is Haas's car. I drove Haas's Rolls Royce Wraith a long time ago. I was acting a fool driving, you know, I had my mink coat on, you know what I'm saying? You know, I was, you know what I'm saying, Jody? All right, bro, we on the highway now. Let me see what this shit honey gonna do, boy. Oh, this boy riding, boy. Oh, now they were actually in another one of his cars, and I'm just getting started, dude. This thing ain't warmed up, so I'm not even getting on the highway yet, because I'm gonna floor it. I'm gonna floor it. Right now I have it in sport. There's a bunch of buttons on the steering wheel. Like everything is on the steering wheel. It's actually on some custom Vossen wheels that actually fit the Ferrari, and it has the Ferrari center caps in there, gel caps. It's actually a second set of gel caps because he actually melted the first ones. So this isn't your typical Ferrari owner. He actually takes this to the track. He drives the shit out of this car. He drives this car like it's meant to be driven. A lot of people, they get an exotic car, they let it sit in the garage, maybe bring it a caffeine in exotics or something like that, and that's it. Me, I would drive the shit out of an exotic. If I'm gonna pay that much for a car, I'm driving it everywhere. I'm driving it all the time. If I just want a car that's just gonna sit in my garage and do nothing, I'll just make a poster. So I'm so glad that he actually drives this car, and in a minute I'm gonna drive this car. So right now it's on sport, and then he said when I get used to it I can turn it to race, or to be a little bit more probably shift harder, have a little bit less traction. But I don't want to, you know, push too much because this is 730 horsepower, has full FI exhaust with the selector to keep it quiet, but we're keeping it loud the whole time. This turning radius is crazy. Like, you barely turn the wheel and it's like almost full up. That's pretty cool. So I'm just taking some back roads, letting it warm up. Let me get comfortable with the car. trying not to be too loud because this is the neighborhood. But yes, I have to be careful because this is a V12, 730 horsepower, more with the exhaust, and probably closer to 750 now, 760, because it is a big engine, you know, big displacement, and it's rear-wheel drive. So most exotics, like an Aventador that has, like, you know, 700 horsepower or close to it, that's all-wheel drive. So this is not all-wheel drive. This is rear-wheel drive, 730 horsepower. Gotta be careful. All right, guys, we have made it to the highway. About to let this thing rip. Need some room in front of me, though. I don't have room in front of me yet. So I'm give it a little bit. I still haven't gone all the way yet. There's too much traffic. It's like the only exotic with decent mirrors. This thing is comfortable, man. This thing is actually comfortable, and you actually have a lot of room behind you too. So you can actually see, like, you don't have a lot of blind spots in this car. Most cars, you don't have a lot of room. Speaking of room. This thing and this sound, this thing gives you a rush, man. It's still beating, my chest still beating. I wish there was more room. There's so much traffic today. One thing I do notice about driving a Ferrari, everybody wants a piece. Every time I pass something remotely sporty, it comes by again. This thing is so fast. road is gonna be wide open. This thing is insane, dude. This thing is insane. I'm turning the race now. All right, we in race mode now. I don't know what it's gonna do. Probably have a little bit less traction. Give me more acceleration. Might shift faster. I don't know. But he told me drive it on sport first, and when you get used to it, put it in race. There's 2 other modes too, but that's like full traction control. I'm not doing all that. That's not. I mean, he turned it on. He showed me how to turn it on, and then it like warns you. It says, don't use this or you'll die. So I'm not gonna use it because I don't want to die. Dude, my heart is still racing, and I've been like sitting here at a stoplight. Oh, this thing's crazy. Uh-oh, green light. Let's go, baby. This thing is just a full-blown race car, dude. This thing is insane, dude. Oh. I'm sorry. I don't have a lot to say. I'm kind of speechless right now. This thing is just... is what I got to say. If you have a question... Oh my God. Oh, I'm at a hospital now. I should probably keep it down. I don't need to give nobody else a heart attack like me. So when I drove the Wraith, I knew it was like about a $400,000 car. And it made me wonder, was it worth $400,000? And it wasn't until I drove it that I'm like, yes, because that thing was super buttery smooth. This thing, again, another $400,000 car. If you're asking me if it's worth it, yes, because this thing is just, it doesn't get boring. It's ridiculous. Like, you don't need to do anything to it. He did stuff to it to make it look better and sound better. But yes, this car is worth it. This is amazing. Jesus, dude. And like I said, it's practical. It's beautiful. It's got plenty of room. There's a whole lot of room between me and the other driver. There's actually a decent amount of trunk space. I mean, you can fit a spare tire back there. I mean, you got room for a lot of things. You got no blind spots pretty much. I mean, it's practical. It's honestly more practical than a GT3. I will honestly say that. So I know there's a lot of turbulence when you're going like warp speed. So I put the windows up so you can hear it. I think it's gonna be my last pull because I feel like a speeding ticket will come from this one because I'm going 66 and a 65. But that's gonna do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Deuces. See you in the next one.